if I created this phone, then I should be powerful than the phone. This is logic, because the phone is my creation. So if I am the owner of the phone, and the phone cannot be powerful than I am, then I cannot be powerful than the one who made me. That's the logic I'm building. So, and of course, if he made us, wait, you buy yam, a tuber of yam from the market, you cut it, you eat it, you enjoy it. Then you put a piece of it on the ground. Tell me who is reforming it into a tuber of yam?
God.
The same one who made it in the first place.
And the other no my in the first place. I don't know grow everywhere.
If no.
You are watching the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, the tallest, and the mightiest world platform. Love, love, and hate, hate is our slogan. We are pals. We preach consciousness and we focus on liberation of Africa and ascension of every soul. I yempe so bi abeyira. Yezi obi ayira no obi ayira we hefa. Eno ene ye focus so e wo ho. And when I focus so, today is another day we are going to talk about whether or not men should worship God logically. That's what we are going to discuss with one of our brothers. Intime mo akwa abakese pa unim ne ye ne ha. Ye ka che wan se wan kasa gina wona so na ye bibia wo pese wo ye because we betumi aye kese. Midin de wunim dada. I am Labraska the sun goddess. I am the spear of destiny. Call me the world star number 8. I'm di etimi twetwe niama bebremu because edoso na emusu odu na tumi nso so etaidin nachi nti ubo a na chese niama ye dey ACC nti ubetumi afre me nia upebia in all love and we are the mother of all spiritual platform. I introduce you big time. You can decide to be up there and take your balance or decide to drop. And no dey you I enti mummy my guest no akwa aba na afa yenhwe ono so ne nsem a owo edeka papa ma akwa aba. We welcome you to Revelations.
Thank you.
Great. Today is your first time on this biggest platform, so please kindly pay obeisance to my followers. They are very, very important to me. And then introduce yourself to us. After that, if there are any loved ones you want to send love to, is equally allowed.
Right. Thank you very much for having me once again, Maame Grace, and your lovely audience. First of all, my name is Yussiif Tijaani. I am Banda by tribe, born and raised in Wenchi. I am a writer and a publisher. I've published about 4 books, and I am a self-trained motivational speaker. I do programs in schools for teachers and students on self-discovery, entrepreneurship, and self-development. And I must say that I'm happy to be here on this platform because I've been watching. It's a show that I've been watching for quite some time now, and I think it's a good home to be with. So thank you.
Welcome. We appreciate you. Abusuya your guest for Ndano and so let's know who you are, what you are. You've said all you have said, but because it's a spiritual platform, we want to know where you base. Are you a Christian? Are you a traditionalist? Are you a Muslim? We want to know where, so that we will know where your conversation is going to go. Now I'm a patriarch.
Of course. Thank you very much. I am Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Of all the religions, I identify as a Muslim.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. As a Muslim, which type are you?
I am a Muslim. I don't have any type. Although I know there are people who identify as various types of Muslim divisions, as the Prophet prophesied that it will happen in the later days, as we are seeing today. But I don't identify as a sect. I identify as a Muslim following the Quran, which is the book of God, and the Sunnah, which is the sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
So the rest, what are they following?
Well, some you may say are following their leaders. We have some religious leaders that are highly prestigious when you ask their followers. You see, some people are regarded as too pious, in that their people or their followers think they are too pious to be respected, and that respect sometimes lead to even being subservient to them and serving them. and they name themselves even after their leaders. That is how come you have some sects and their names. Yeah, that comes.
Is Muhammad not a leader too?
Good. Muhammad is not just a leader for a group of people. Muhammad is a leader, according to Islam, Muhammad is a leader for all of humanity, except those who choose not to follow his teachings.
I'm not going to go into that yet, but you said you've been watching the show.
Yes.
So, okay, some of your friends or your people or Muslim brothers and scholars have been on this platform. I don't think any platform has really holding Muslim scholars than this platform. Both those who are here with us and those who are living out there, when they come, they want to come and talk about their worship on this platform. Which ones have you watched? And what was your problem with any of them? And is there anything any of them said that you would want to address?
Well, thank you very much once again. I think I saw UTI Dawa. I recently also saw our Sheikh Muhammad Awal on the same platform. And I must say that the two I've mentioned, plus the people who have come before them, they have all been good and honest to whatever they are propagating. I don't have any problem with any of them. But like we know, every ear that you see has a voice that connects with it properly. Sometimes it's not as if they haven't done enough or they are not giving all the evidences that is needed for people to understand the message Islam is teaching. But when my voice is added, it's just an idea that I have in my own way, my own style, that may connect with some audience to understand why we need to worship God.
Okay, that is the topic, so I won't go into that. So since you said UTI Dawa and Papa Awal, I personally liked his way of teaching, the Papa Awal man. Did you watch the whole episode and read all the comments? Some of the comments?
Not quite.
Okay, so when you were watching that episode, the questions I was asking Mr. Awal, what do you see with the questions I was asking? Was it okay?
I would say averagely, it's okay. It's okay. And the answers he gave were top-notch.
Top-notch?
Yeah, I agree with everything he said.
Okay.
Yes.
So, when you said the question averagely was okay, what do you mean?
There are some questions you asked, which I might say, to be frankly, I was a bit uncomfortable with.
Which is?
Like there was a question like, how do you Muslims make or allow your women, if I could remember, allow your women to wear some nylon and in the heat and whatever? Yeah, that question. That particular question.
It was not a question. I was telling him that it's a problem for me.
For you.
I think they should do how some of your people do, cotton, the Maya fitting, instead of nylon in the heat. And so how uncomfortable were you, and how did you feel about that question that made you so uncomfortable? Yes,
from the way you put it now, if it was just a genuine statement, it might not be problematic. But I was thinking that, people have opinions and we have choices and we choose to live the way we want. So your ideas cannot be imposed on me.
Nobody was imposing anything.
I understand.
It was a consent.
Of course. I'm just building something here. The point is, you choose to dress the way you want. If I'm a Muslim and I don't like the way you dress, I don't think, because you are matured enough to understand and to agree with yourself that this is what I want to look like. So if I am a Muslim woman and this is how I identify and this is how I want to look like, then I don't think I am dumb enough to dress the way I dress. So I think it's okay for me. And no Muslim woman is forced, underline, no Muslim woman is forced to dress the way. Are you telling the truth that no Muslim woman is forced to dress and put jalabia or hijab? Are you being truthful? Of course, it's a choice. Are you being truthful right now? It's a religious principle. So why then do you say it's a choice? It's not a choice. If I should belong to that religion, it is a principle I must abide. So it's not a choice. Our Muslim brothers and sisters have a choice to wear the hijab or not. Be honest. Let me come in here. if you are a Muslim, you identify as a Muslim. It is by choice. There are people who were given birth to by Muslim parents. They stop Islam, right? It is their choice, isn't it?
It is their choice.
Good. So if you choose to be a Muslim, like I am, you choose to go by the principles of Islam.
Exactly my point.
Of course.
Exactly my point. So it's not a choice. The fact that you are in it, you must go by their rules. So you don't have a choice like being a Muslim and be like, I don't want to put up a hijab. And also, a question I was asking that I was not saying they should open their skins.
Oh, I got you on that.
All that. I was just asking that as black people who are living under this hot sun, and these people are not people that are sitting in the office. I was not even talking. And you, the rich ones among you, don't wear that thing. They wear the mayafi, the cotton ones, colorful ones, and you know this. And those who are in the sun, working in the sun, are wearing this nylon. And I'm thinking about my sisters who are standing in the sun, who have, excuse me, a small maybe knowledge that they should look into it and put cotton so that the heat and then the fabric itself is a frequency. So I want to know how you people got so uncomfortable about that, as if I said they should open their hair and move around.
And no, like I said, if you listen to me carefully, I said everybody has a choice. You do not identify as a religious person. You dress the way you want. So if I'm a Muslim woman and I identify as a Muslim woman and I want to follow the Islamic principle, thereby I'm dressing like a Muslim, you shouldn't find a problem with it.
So if a Muslim, if you travel anywhere and there are Muslims who don't put that thing on, does it disqualify them?
No. It doesn't disqualify them as Muslims.
So why is it mandatory for your people here to wear it? That's what I'm asking. You said it's a religious principle.
Yes.
And these same people are doing the same thing with, they are even the originators of what you people are doing. And they've removed that thing from their heads. Have you traveled to countries before? The Islamic countries, how many have you traveled to?
Not many.
Okay.
But
so,
the point is, you are talking about the rich people. You see,
I'm not talking about the rich people.
You earlier mentioned that the rich among you, rich among you don't wear the nylon, if I heard you correctly. You said the rich among you.
Some among you don't wear the nylon. They have this mayafi, you know, the cotton ones. They have cotton ones, very colorful ones. Not like the way they've sewn that is from here. You know what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't want us to actually drag this.
We are not dragging it. I just want, you see, you are here to the show. This show we are doing. It is my platform though, but we are all trying to discuss to help each other. I see, you see yourself as a Muslim. I see you as my brother. The fact that you are black, you are my brother. I go beyond religion. A Christian is my brother. Everybody is my brother. I personally wish we could put that differences aside and see ourselves like brothers and sisters. So you care about me and I care about you. So I made that statement based on the care I have for my sisters that you people have placed in religion, or those who have accepted your religion. And I didn't even say they should remove it. I just said because of the weather, if we can fabric, we can do something about, which is reasonable. Which is reasonable. But I realized that issue, even the women that I was even speaking for.
You thought you were defending.
Well, I thought I was even helping with, like, I was like, woo. Because I've been to, I am schooling actually in Turkey. And they don't wear that thing. And it's not even, they are Muslims, you know this.
You see, you have to understand one thing. That I've been in Turkey. For the fact that you've been in Turkey, you've been to Saudi Arabia, you've been to Egypt. Egyptians or Turkish, they are not the symbol of worship for Muslims. See, the thing is, if somebody in Turkey is not wearing it, doesn't mean that person is a figure that Muslims are looking up to. That is the point.
No, I'm not saying Turkish. I'm saying Muslims.
I get you. If Muslim in Turkey, there can be a Muslim sheikh here who stakes lotto. Oh yes, they could be. Yeah. It's
why
possible.
is the Quran against lotto?
Yeah, the Quran
is against lotto.
It doesn't allow gambling in all of it. Gambling.
It's against gambling.
Yes.
But I know a lot of Muslims who have done American lottery and now they are in America.
Exactly. Look, I'm building the point. Like this current my bet, a lot of youth, including Muslim youth, are chancing on it. Is that okay? They are championing it. They are actually benefiting from it. But the fact that you've seen Muslims doing un-Islamic activities doesn't include their actions in Islam. That's what I was referring to.
Okay.
I want to make a point. My point is, for you to see, even if you see the Imam of Saudi Arabia himself doing something which is not in conformity with the Quran, we don't accept it. That's our point.
You don't accept it. But still, the hijab, no, the nylon one, you people should work around it.
Okay, no problem. That's your opinion.
I didn't say they should remove it. If you have been watching my show, me, I am one person who you won't see any body
just like nobody will come and tell you, remove this thing you're wearing and put on another thing because that is how they feel what you are wearing is not proper. So you have stated your opinion out of care. Yeah, your concern out of care and love. But like you said, the same people you think you are defending or showing care, they are telling you we like it the way we.
It's you people who are forcing them. I'm telling you, it's you people who are for. Anyway, let's leave that one. But you made a statement I would want you to, in fact, explain a little bit better.
Yes.
What is the origin of Islam?
The origin of Islam?
Yes.
Since creation. If you understand Islam, you know Islam is since creation. The creation of man began with Islam. Islam began with the creation of man. The first man, Adam, even was a Muslim.
So that thing you people are saying, you people believe it's the truth.
When you understand Islam, look, what is Islam? Have you ever thought of looking into the meaning of Islam?
What is the meaning of Islam?
Good. Islam means submission. It's just a word.
Submission to who?
To the Creator. So
which is who?
The Creator.
Which is who?
The one who created the heaven and earth and everything.
How? Explain how he created them.
How he created them?
Yes.
Good.
Logically.
Logically,
yes,
of course.
Explain.
Of course, logically. What I would say is that you and I were not there at the time of creation. But so I cannot understand the knowledge and the wisdom used in creating whatever is being created. For example, let's take me as an example. As I sit here, I'm a human. All I know is that I'm a human being. And I know I have come into existence when I was not in existence before. But I didn't bring myself. So I will not be able to fathom or even understand.
You didn't bring yourself. Who brought you?
Good. That's what I'm saying. The fact that I am here means somebody brought me.
Who brought
some power.
You? Who brought you?
The power that made me brought me. The power that made me brought me. The fact that I didn't make myself means somebody brought me.
Your mother and your father, what did they do?
My mother and my father.
Yeah.
What I would say is that some people even go further to say that your mom and dad created you because they gave birth to you.
Oh, I'm just asking. You said
your mom and dad, they were the passage. They were, let's say, the container through which the maker made you. This is what I say. Your mother and father.
What is their part? What are they?
What I say is God, or what you may call nature, used them as a medium for you to come into existence.
So is it nature that we are worshipping?
Yes, we are worshipping
which
nature.
One?
That nature who created heaven and earth.
Nature created heaven and earth.
We call that nature Allah. That He is the creator of heaven and earth.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, somebody may call it a name that they choose to call it based on their geographical area or whatever they come from, the language they speak. They call it whatever they want to call it. But we want to tell that of all the powers that we have around us, the most powerful is the one from which all the powers source. And that is what we call the highest, the creator, Allah, who needs to be worshipped.
Okay, so in a simply put, you are saying that when even I go to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and I see a Malam there who is doing something that is not corresponding with Quran, is not a proper Muslim.
That is it.
So those who brought you the worship, you know better than them now.
It's not those who brought us the worship. You see, when Muhammad came, Allah said about him to all of mankind that inna arsalnaka rahmatan lil alamin. The prophet was not sent to the people of the Arabs. No, he was sent to all of humanity. Though he was an Arab, chosen by Allah, this does not mean that he belongs or he is for the Arabs. He is for all mankind. So the message he brought is for all mankind. In a statement, he said, the prophet said, the Arab is not better than the non-Arab, and the non-Arab is not better than the Arab. The one amongst you who is better in the face of God is the most conscious of God. So if you are the most conscious of God, regardless of your color, your race, your tribe, your nationality, wherever you find yourself, you are the best because you are the most conscious. Conscious in what sense? One, you forbid what needs to be forbidden. That is what God dislikes, you leave it. What God likes, you do it. That is when you become conscious of God, and that makes you the better person among people.
So you believe this? You believe that God didn't choose anybody, chose from Arab. So he didn't come from the Arabians. But if you should be called, if God should call you from your village, and use your language to write a book, don't you think they would have, won't you, if it is money God will give you, don't you think whatever God will give you, it will influence your people before getting through to anywhere? So if I say those who brought you the worship, and you are saying it came for everybody, charity, does it not start from home?
Of course.
So are you no better than those who the thing came to before they spread it across? You now know better than them. Is that what you are saying?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Again. We are living by the Quran as Muslims and the tradition of the Prophet. Now, the Quran, we all know it by heart. Millions of Muslims have memorized it off head. They have it here. Not just the Arabs, non-Arabs. Now, in Islam, to become a leader in Islam, you don't need to be the most spiritual. Like, you don't need to say that I saw God yesterday or God appeared to me in my dream. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you're a Muslim and you try to tell Muslims that you saw God, you will never be followed again. You'll be chased out because you cannot see God according to the Islamic principle. According to the Islamic creed, no eye can see God and you cannot communicate to God. Now, the Quran is what we are following. Now, the one with the most knowledge of the Quran, if you are the most knowledgeable of the Quran, you become the leader. So, you can go to Saudi Arabia now. We have leaders who are leading prayers in Saudi Arabia who are non-Arabs. Sheikh Adil Kalbani is a black.
That is not, did you get the question I asked you?
You said they must have benefited it more.
It's just a logic something.
Yes.
That if me, Allah should talk to me.
Yes.
Here as a Ghanaian, me yakeni. Na Allah ne me akasa. Na we use me language po e de atro ni kasa e twatwo.
Okay.
I no na mansan na de benante.
Okay.
Bibi a wo ye bia wo start free fie. What am I saying?
Yes.
What start free fie? Into when you look at your Quran cry, the people no more help Muhammad ni ade o mu puti Quran together. E be your family ana meboa.
No, not necessarily.
Ne family be any.
Not necessarily his family. Look.
Did you call any Egyptian to go and help him? Is it not his fellow people, like people around him? To say,
no.
Don't think I'm saying you people are not part of.
Get me from this angle.
You have to get the question first so you can.
I understand your question.
How do you answer the question? I didn't even land.
Get me from this angle. You are saying I'm a Ghanaian now. Suppose Allah chooses me now, gives me a book to teach to people. It is the closest of the people to me.
Exactly my point.
Is that not what you are saying?
Exactly. That's why I said charity begins at home.
It is true. He began from his home. But if you learn the history of Islam, if you read a bit of the history of Islam, you see, there is this saying that no prophet is without honor except in his own home. No prophet is without honor except in his own home. And Jesus said, if I remember in one statement, Jesus said, I came to my people, but my people did not accept me. So you see, Muhammad was sent, he was chosen from among the Arabs, but he was driven away from Mecca. Is that okay?
How old was Muhammad before he was called?
He was 40 years.
40
years. Now, he was regarded as the most truthful individual in the community before prophethood.
So they sacked him.
They fought the message. You see, Allah said in the Quran that the people who are fighting you, they are not fighting you, but they are fighting against the commandment of the God who sent you. So when the message came, the Arabians, during the time of the Jahiliyyah, we call Jahiliyyah the time of ignorance, when they didn't know God, they were idol worshippers. So Islam came to tell them to stop all the 360 or so idols that they were worshipping, to worship the creator of heaven and earth. So though the message came to them from amongst their own, what do you call it?
People.
Person, but they did not accept it.
Oh, okay.
Then they fought the message, so the prophet had to migrate. You heard the migration story.
So the
now,
message has been fought before.
It was fought then.
Oh, so why do we ask simple questions and you people get angry? They fought the message before, and we are not even fighting it. We are asking questions and you people get serious.
This fight will go nowhere. You know why I'm saying this? The reason it will go nowhere is that
which fight?
The fight against the message. That's you said they fought it before. I said the fight won't go anywhere. Today, if you go on social media, you see that the message is being fought here and there, left and right, center. It's not you alone. It is everyone.
Who am I fighting the message?
No, you are not fighting the message.
And so why do you say not you alone?
You are questioning the message.
I'm not questioning the message. I'm questioning what you people are doing. When you came, have I quoted any Quran scripture for you to explain or fight it? I'm asking you people, you're doing is what I'm asking questions about.
Okay, so now...
So I'm not part of the fight yet.
I get your point. Because you wanted to put yourself in their shoes. You said it has been fought before.
I said it has been fought before, not now.
Okay.
So why do you people get furious when we ask just questions?
We are not furious.
Are you
As
sure?
it is now, I'm not furious. Now look, you can testify that I'm not furious. But look, you see, I was making a point. You see, when the message comes to you and you don't accept it, people from outside may benefit from it more than you do. It happens.
It's equally in the Bible.
It is natural.
It's equally in the Bible that the Israelite didn't accept Jesus. So he was given to Gentiles. I didn't know it's the same at your place too. He was thrown out for you Gentiles to take it. It is not just at our place.
Everywhere. It is human nature. If I bring you something good, I'm from you. For example, I as a person, I told you I'm a publisher. I went to a man to discuss the works I do. He looked at my my books and asked me, "Are you the author of this book?" I said, "Yes." He repeated the question. He said, "Then your family doesn't know you." The point he was making is that if truly you are this person, then your family must have gotten behind you, supported you. But if your family is not doing this, then the family don't even know you. So it is in human nature.
Is your family not supporting you?
In terms of my book writing?
Whatever you are doing, is your family, are they having issues with you?
No. They support me in so many other areas. But in my book writing, they think I'm a lunatic.
Why would they think so? They gave birth to you. They know you better. So why would you write a book and they would think you a lunatic? Because
the book is not in line with what they believe.
They believe, so you believe in
They believe in go and work and bring money. For example, go and, work like a driver, like a teacher, like a mechanic. If you're not doing any of these things and you say, okay, why would I want to sit down, write, sell, make money? It doesn't make sense to them. That is what they think. What is your book all about? It's self-discovery and entrepreneurship.
Okay. And they don't support
They have no idea what you're doing. I'm only trying to make a point that they have no idea of what is within you. They have no idea of your ideas or what you are capable of. So if they are not supporting you, if Muhammad's people at the early stage or even now are not doing what they are supposed to do according to the Quran, it is nobody's fault. It is their choice. So if I'm here and I'm a Ghanaian and I identify as a Muslim and I take the Quran and I abide by it because I know this message is from the one who created me, then so be it. I am different from the Arab. And like I said, if I meet with the Arab today and I am the most knowledgeable of the Quran, even the Arab will agree that I lead him in prayers. That is what we have in Islam.
No, okay. So it's all about knowledge and prayer.
Islam is all about knowledge.
And prayer.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have the knowledge,
so if Islam is about knowledge, you should not get uncomfortable when they ask questions, because people that do not ask questions will never acquire knowledge.
You are right, because even in the Quran, Allah encourages us that فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, that you should ask the men of knowledge if you do not know. So questioning is allowed in Islam.
So
in Islam,
why were you uncomfortable about me asking about hijab, Lailon? You said you were uncomfortable. So that's what I want to answer.
Again, Maame, listen, again.
It's okay. Let's get into your topic. The time is really, really going. I always want us to have this conversation because truthfully, unless you don't want to be truthful, some of your people, I think their brain is having issues because the way they understand things, we have a show. The show is about asking questions. We don't share Bible, we don't share Quran here. No matter what you say here, it will not force me to tuba. It's a choice.
Yes, of course.
It's about my mindset. So I sit here and ask questions. If Jesus come and sit here right now, I will turn into the devil. You understand? Because I have to ask opposite questions for us to get the knowledge out of you.
Of course.
So if you are watching the show and you feel because I'm asking questions, you come and kill me. Does this make sense?
Nobody will come and kill you.
Are you speaking for who?
Yourself
or everybody?
Nobody will come and kill you.
Are you speaking for everybody?
No, we are in the masajid, you know, masjid, like the mosque. We are in the masajid trying to educate people on the civilized way of addressing issues. You know, the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings be upon him. And I'm talking to all the audience, like the Muslim audience. They should listen very carefully. You see, even if somebody offends you ignorantly, or maybe they know or know not, the Quran said, وَعِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنُ الَّذِينَ يَمْشُونَ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ حَوْنًا وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. The truthful servants of the Creator, Allah, are the ones that walk with humility on earth. And whenever somebody, an ignorant person, infringe upon their right, does something bad to them, they even say, peace be upon you. So this is the teachings of Islam.
Have you taught all your people about this? Like, can you confirm or affirm that your people understand this and apply them? I'm asking you.
Like I'm saying, you are only but a teacher, a preacher, an advisor. But for the people to take, like you said, even if Jesus comes here, he's not going to change you or you turn to the devil or whatever. So I'm not going to change you. I'm only saying it. Everything I say,
I'm not even saying say to me. I'm talking about your people that you always talk
I'm using the same scenario.
Is it working on them? That's the question. Is it working on them?
I stand.
Because you were even fasting at that time and watching the show and insulting and giving warnings and texting. I was like, are these people really... Are these people really praying and fasting? Are they Muslims? Look, I was shocked.
Look, let me give you an example. I stand.
I am moving from Crawford to other places, so look, they know.
Look, Maame Grace, I stand in front of the pulpit, and I am preaching to a large audience, and I'm telling them my bet is not allowed in Islam. Listen, wait. After the message, even I know of the youth. And they know I know that they are involved in my bet. And once I confronted one of them and I asked him, this thing you are doing, should you go to hereafter and Allah asks you, you heard Allah asks Allah asks you that you heard gambling was wrong. You heard my bet, but you still did it. You know, he did not even allow me to conclude. He said, that is what I also did. Everybody has his own sin, so this is my own. You see? So it is not what you say. By asking me whether we tell our people, you tell them everything. You tell them the Prophet was once sitting with his disciples in the masjid. Somebody, a Bedouin came, somebody came and urinated inside the masjid. Look, when the person urinated at the corner of the masjid, the Sahabas, I mean the disciples, they got furious. They wanted to attack him. The Prophet said, hey, stop, don't attack him. He instructed them to go and get water and poured it on the urine to clean it. So this is how the Prophet handled. Those who are following the Prophet have always been... So it means those who have been following the Prophet are always furious and want to kill and want to beat people. The same way you people are, some of you are applying now. I don't understand this. What I'm saying is that when the person came and poured the pee there, the people wanted to attack the person. Why? That is human. The followers. That is you. Wait. You concluding that therefore those following Muhammad are like this? No. It is human nature. I'm not saying that. Yes. It is human nature that if I'm in this house now, we are not the same. You know, emotionally. You know, some people have emotional control, some don't. It is nature. Emotional imbalance. You understand? Some of your people have emotional imbalance. Not our people. Some. Look, some. Not just our people. Some people in general. We are talking about your people. Are you not talking about your people? The Quran you are talking. Why are you saying some people? It's everybody in the world that is holding Quran. So say your people, because we are talking about Quran, it's talking about Muslims. Yeah. So say not all of my people. So we know where you are standing. Wait. Because we are talking about your people, not all the world. I'm talking about something being natural with all of humanity. It's not just a Muslim, anybody at all. If you enter the person's room, his respected area, and then you pour. I mean, all of these things that we're talking about. Maybe if it were me, I might be calm. But some other person may not be calm. It doesn't matter whether the person is a Muslim or not. That's
Are Muslims obedient?
True Muslims.
True
Muslims.
You see, the same question I asked you and you used the word. You see, now you have shifted to true Muslims.
Now you directed your question to Islam. I was making a statement.
That's what you are defending.
No,
are you defending the world?
I was making a statement. No, not about defending somebody. I was making a statement. I made a statement that naturally.
Right now, what are you doing? Are you not defending Islam?
No, I am.
What are you defending right now?
I am not defending anything. Islam, the defender of Islam is the creator of Islam. The one who created the universities, because he said, "Yuriduna." Listen. He said, "Yuriduna liyutfi'u nurallahi bi afwahihim, wallahu mutimmu nurihi walau karihal kafirun." Allah said that they want to extinguish the light of Allah, but Allah has affirmed His light, regardless of whatever the non-believers will do. So, for the defending, I cannot defend Islam. Islam is defended since because the Quran is intact, unchanged, and it's in people's head. How can I defend it? It is there. Generations will come and go. Islam will still remain.
Oh, it's the same way the Muslims will come and go, and still generation will be there. Everything comes and go, and everything is still there. So what's the point? Really? No need. Anyways, whether or not men should worship God logically is your topic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ms. Ripo. So tell us, who is man? When they say man, who is man?
Okay.
A man. And who is a man? And when they say worship, what is worship? Okay. And when they say God, who is God? And when they say logically, what is logically? All right. Explain this. But first and foremost, what is the source of your information? What you are coming to share with us? What is the source?
Okay. Thank you very much once again. So the topic, actually, it is whether or not man, in quote, man should worship God. It's not men, as in men. It should be man.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, so it's man as in general. But what gave birth to the topic, as you asked, per your question, is that I have watched and heard people on radio and televisions passionately trying to tell people that there is no God, and even if there is God, He didn't ask anybody to worship Him. We have people who identify as atheists. We have others who identify as agnostics, and there are lots of people like that. So they try to say that we use common sense. We are using common sense, logical reasoning to debunk religion, to say that whether Islam, Christianity, whatever religion that you can think of is not necessary for us as humans based on their common sense. So that is why I have carved this topic as whether or not man should worship God.
So the source is what people are saying. Is that what you are saying?
What people are saying, trying to fight.
So that's your source of information?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us who a man is and what worship is. Who God is.
Man here,
and when they say logically, what do you mean?
Man here, simply, I am referring to creation, like human being, human being in general, as used in, you can check it out. If you say man, you are referring to whether a female or male, you are referring to human being. Yes, that is man. And God, I use God because God is the term that majority of humanity understand to be the creator, what we refer to. Because when I say Allah, people might think that this is the God of Islam or it belongs to Muslims, though it is due to limited knowledge for that matter. So I'm referring to the creator of the universe, the originator of all creations is what I am referring to as God. And then you said logic.
Worship.
Worship. Worship is when you are grateful and you are submissive to a supernatural being, somebody or a deity that you regard being the most powerful or your source of whatever you have, and you are being grateful, you are being subservient to him. That's what we call worship. And then logically means you are doing that reasonably, not just by chance. Not just by chance. You are doing it because you know it is the right thing to do reasonably.
Can all men reason together on one thing, like onipa nyina betumi ade omadwene abom ayade ba ko sei mana ye nipa wo wiase.
I am not sure.
You are not sure?
Yes, because since creation up till today, since the time I came to know that I am a human being, I haven't seen two people having the same, what do you call it, everything. Because our DNAs are not the same, okay? The what do you call it, the thinking capacity that we have is not the same. When I wake up in the morning, maybe I like to take, what do you call it, banku. Somebody might want to take tea. There is a woman, you might say, I love you, your wife. And she's like, wow, she's blushing. But there's another woman, the husband said, I love you, say, what do you mean? So we are not the same in our thoughts. We are not the same in our emotions. So it's not everybody that will come into the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether or not man should worship God logically is your topic.
Yes.
Take us through.
By saying whether or not man should worship God, I think man should worship God with logic. First of all, if you say God, like I said, the originator of creation, let's take him as a mysterious landlord who has built a nice house like the one we are in right now. And he has gifted this to us, me and you, to just benefit from whatever it is he has placed in it. Naturally, I feel it is just positive to show gratitude to this mysterious landlord, even if I've never had an encounter with him before. And if you, on the other hand, say that I don't think I need to show anything to him because I haven't seen him, I don't care how he brought all of these things into being, though I'm benefiting from all the favors, all the favors that he has done, I'm benefiting, but because I have not encountered with him, I have not had an encounter with him, there is no way I should show gratitude or I should worship him. I think it is more logical to show gratitude to such a mysterious landlord than to say, no, I won't show anything because I haven't had an encounter with him. So, logically again, if a tenant in this house happened to tell you and I that he has had an encounter with this mysterious landlord before, that there was a man who had an encounter or who said he had a messenger brought a message to him from this mysterious landlord. And he said that according to the mysterious landlord, these are the boundaries set for you in the house that you are in right now. I want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. I want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. Will it be logical for me as a beneficiary of that house to obey the instructions, or just to say, if the instructions make sense? This is where logic comes in. If the instructions that are given to me, if it makes sense, is it logical for me to obey and follow, or it will be illogical for me to obey him? Or will you say it will be logical for me to disobey it? Disobeying it means maybe this mysterious landlord will come to question me. I gave you orders, you didn't follow. Why? Oh, because I never saw you, I never heard from you, but you heard your colleague saying I was there, I gave these orders, you didn't follow. It will be better for the person who obeyed it. So when the mysterious landlord comes and questions, he said, oh, I did, even though I did not see you. He said, wow, you didn't see me, you only heard my command and you obeyed it, then this is your reward. Now, for you who did not follow, and myself who followed, who used his logic. So I think logically it will be appropriate to obey and submit to the rules set by the mysterious leader, even if I have not encountered him. This is just the premises. Now, to teach a subject very well, some say the best way to teach a subject, the best way to learn a subject is to teach it. Let me turn it this way. The best way to teach a subject is also to learn it. As a lecturer, when you enter the classroom, you might want to begin with some questions. Let's look at the logic of people who think we shouldn't worship God. By answering those logic with our own logic is where I think we will understand that it is more positive or more logical or reasonable to worship the Creator. Good. So number one, among the reasons why people say we cannot worship God for is God is powerless. Some say God is power. There's no power. There's no power anywhere in the God you have, the God of Christianity, the God of Islam. I have had a personal encounter with somebody when he asked me, show me the power of God. It means he stopped worshiping God because he feels that God has no power. So I told him, you see, my existence, my very existence, my nature, the way I am created, everything shows that the one who made me is powerful. This guy, by the way, his name, he's my personal friend. He's my personal friend, and I salute him, Ima. He pushed me so hard to learn more about Islam, and I love that. That criticism or positive questioning, I take it to be very, very positive. Ima, big shout to you. So according to Ima, he said, you see, your God is not powerful. Show me. I said, I am what do you call an example, a proof that God is powerful. The one who made me is powerful. He said, okay, he has done that already. Now show me what he is still doing that shows that he is powerful. I said, okay. You see the coconut behind the window. We plugged what was on it. We consumed it. Now another one is coming. Are you the one who places there? He was like, wow, now I'm touching his logic, his senses. He said, okay, now tell me where in the Quran. Before we did not even start from the Quran. Now he is now pushing me to the Quran by saying, show me in your Quran where Allah said he is the one that brought the coconut. Then I told him, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ الْمُعْصِرَاتِ مَاءً ثَجَّاجًا لِنُخْرِجَ بِهِ هَبًّا وَنَبَاتًا. That the Creator, Allah, said that he is the one that poured down rain from the sky in abundance. Why? So that we will get
You
fruit.
believe that it is God that poured down rains from the sky?
Of course.
At this age?
Of course.
Why?
Why not?
With all the English you are saying, you believe in this?
No, why not? I'm
you
asking
continue.
Okay, no problem. So, because it is said in the Quran that Allah said he caused it to come. And why did he cause it to come? So that you will get fruit and vegetables. Now, the coconut, he in his logic is telling me I should mention coconut, I shouldn't say fruit. I say, you see, the God in his wisdom cannot mention a fruit in China which you don't know or you can't identify in Ghana. So he summarized it as fruit, but you want him to say coconut. He will now come and say banana and orange and whatever. So he will mention fruits that some part of the planet may not understand. But when you say fruit and vegetables, every fruit is inclusive. So I am saying that one.
So God knows that Chinese have their different fruit, and this Ghanaians have different fruit. Israel had different. The reason is use the word fruit, so everybody would understand. So when they say fruit, the fruit you find at your place is fruit. Mm-hmm. But he didn't know the language. Everybody has his language.
Who told you he didn't know?
Arab in Quran.
How did
you see? You are talking logically. Mm-hmm. This is a common question I'm asking you. Is it not logic? No, if you are God, mm-hmm, and you know that every place has different things, but you didn't know that every place has different language.
Who said he didn't know?
You continue with your topic. Don't mind me.
Okay, I hear. No problem. So what I was saying is that God will not come and list all the fruit in all the regions of the earth, mm-hmm, to you in the separate languages. Your head will blow. Mm-hmm. But when he says vegetable, it is just simple as that. Matthias, everybody will understand. Okay, so that is where I prove the power.
How do you call vegetable in Arabic language?
He said, لِنُخْرِجَ بِهِ حَبًّا وَنَبَاتًا.
It is vegetable you're doing. A fruit you're doing.
Habba.
Habba.
Yes. And nabat is the vegetables.
So
you get you get all of these things.
I understand. I just want to know.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that God is powerful and his power is seen through his creation. Everything God did. Look at my hair. I don't have much, but it's okay. Remember, I just bobbed my hair.
That's okay.
Straight down. Okay. So look at this hair. It's dark.
Even if you should be bald, you still have small beard at the back.
Okay, no problem. So now my hair is here. And
use the beard.
If you say
the beard.
No, let me take this. Okay, the beard is there. Okay, now I think you are right. So look at my beard now. It is dark and shiny and long. Dark, shiny and long, right? Okay. So let's say I shave this thing. I don't see anything there after shaving it. If I decide to cut my skin in order to see this color beneath my skin, is it possible?
Is it possible to see hair under your skin?
I said, let me shave this.
You will see
hair.
it there.
Are you
You
sure?
won't see it black like that. But you know it's inside. That's why it comes out.
You don't know that. You certainly do not know that. Maame Grace, look.
So is God are you saying God that grows beard?
Let me land.
Wow.
The way I'm coining it, you will understand.
Okay.
Just logically understand where I'm coming from. You and I know that after shaving this thing, you call kwale. After shaving it bald, there is nothing that looks like this there. And then you cut your skin. You and I agree this dark thing is not beneath the skin. But how does it come? If there is a power who did that in the first place and is repeatedly bringing it out, you think he's powerless?
So God,
Look,
it is God that grows beard. So those who do aeroplanes and ship, because aeroplane that is flying in the air without holders and everything, it's more powerful than the beard. Okay. So God grows beard and he's powerful.
So you think
so the babies, they don't have beard. Don't you know that thing is inside of us, and as you grow the thing comes out?
Maame Grace, who put it there?
Who put it there? Where? Who put it?
The one who made you put it there.
Wow.
Now wait, you mentioned aeroplane. Let me just chip in this. You mentioned aeroplane and mobile phone and whatever. Look, this is artificial creation, right? Okay. The aeroplane is an artificial creation, isn't it? Okay, I'm asking you. The one you are saying made the aeroplane, got brain. From his brain, he got senses to put some natural things together to bring the plane, right? Okay. His brain came from somewhere. That is the power we are talking about. Now, you will be amazed at the computer. You'll be amazed that you are typing something. This computer can give you answers when you put in some Google, you put in questions, and then the answers come. I'm telling you, the brain that made this, you will say, if I created this phone, then I should be powerful than the phone. This is logic, because the phone is my creation. So if I am the owner of the phone, and the phone cannot be powerful than I am, then I cannot be powerful than the one who made me. That's the logic I'm building. So, and of course, if he made us, wait, you buy yam, a tuber of yam from the market, you cut it, you eat it, you enjoy it. Then you put a piece of it on the ground. Tell me who is reforming it into a tuber of yam?
God.
The same one who made it in the first place.
And the other normal in the first place. I don't know everywhere.
If no, it is the one who brought it in the first place. That is the same person who is repeating it. Okay. So you again talking about artificial things. I'm not saying people don't do things artificially, but no artificial thing can be compared to the one naturally made by nature. For example, this eyeball that we own, we didn't put it there. Now, if you lose your sight now, the picture, the image is here. If you should lose this sight now, there is no artificial eyeball that can be placed there to replace the natural one and look like that and function like that. True or true? I'm asking a question.
No, I'm making concept.
Oh, no, not my concept. I want us to use our logic, please. Assuming I lose my eyesight, may God forbid. You lose your eyesight now. You go for a plastic surgery, whatever surgery, you put an artificial eye there. I'm asking you, they will put the image back there, but will it function as it used to be? It's an honest question. You agree it will not? Good. So logically, you know that anything artificial depends on the natural one. For example, if I have this camera and this natural one is not working, what is the use of the mobile phone? How do I even operate
My
it?
brother, that's why I'm saying limit the speed. Because there are phones that, excuse my language, those without eyes can see and type. I'm not even
done yet. Oh. These senses, they are all from the creator. The senses, your hearing. Some people.
So those who don't have sense, who created them?
Those who don't have what?
Who don't have sense? Feeble.
I have not come across people who don't have sense. Sense like what? Are you talking about sensitive organ or sense as in?
You are talking about the sense we use in creating things.
I just said sensitive organs. If you lose, like you may have the picture.
So that's what I'm saying. Those who are born blind, did God create them like that?
Naturally. Wait. Naturally is a question. There are some mistakes that happen when a woman is pregnant, okay? When a woman is pregnant, there are certain things the woman may do that may cause a child to be defective.
But you are saying women don't create, it's God
that I didn't say the woman created. I said they have.
So if a human being's mistake can can cause God's creation, and you are saying the human beings didn't create anything. I don't get you. You are talking about logic.
If you allow me to land.
Oh my God.
If you let me land.
Land. Go ahead.
I am saying.
But don't land on top of a woman.
I get you.
Your friend said you people are there. You land. Hey, you people.
I've heard that question from you before.
Me.
But anyways, let me just proceed with what I was saying. What I was saying is, the woman didn't cause the baby in the womb. Okay, the woman didn't cause that. Let me just use this simple example. Menstruation cycle. People menstruate, right? Women menstruate. They didn't choose it for themselves. It is nature, right? The one who made you like that. Now, there are certain things that you do that can cause a change in your menstrual cycle unless you take medication to replace it. That doesn't make you a creator of anything. It's just a mistake you did. For example, God has given me this arm. If mistakenly I do something and I get my arm chopped off, and I lose it, it doesn't mean I created myself. It's a mistake that I made. That's
you
what
are
I'm
a grown person. You are talking about God creating mankind. And when somebody loses all these sensitive organs, what the person will go through.
No, I was only making a point which I didn't learn. I was saying that these your artificial objects that you rely on, thinking that they are great. You even said the aeroplane is. I was even surprised when you said that the aeroplane is greater than growing beer. You see the aeroplane because you see a big object. You don't think this beer is more miraculous because it came from somewhere the like of it is not. But the aeroplane is just created from objects that are picked from nature. Nature gave us objects, and from that object you do the aeroplane. So it is not a miracle. But look, let me give you another example I wanted to make. Look, our teeth is numbered, and it grows from this skin beneath it. Now, when the teeth is growing, it reaches a point, it doesn't grow again, it stops. And it is numbered. When the number is up, it is there. You know it's a calculated, very well proportioned creation by a powerful being. That is what I'm talking about. And this teeth is far more miraculously placed there than the phone you see. That's the logic I'm making. So if this logic says that, yes, there is this power, according to our understanding, there is this power that created the universe, that created me. Because one, God said, كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. I said, how can you be ungrateful to your maker? How can you be ungrateful to Allah when you know that some time ago you were not in existence and he brought you? Yes, you and I agree. Logically, we were not in existence. If we don't
exist, would he exist? Who will make him know?
If he didn't exist.
Even the talking he is talking, did he not talk through people? God, his words. Did he not use Muhammad to bring it to us?
Do you know you have just answered a question for me?
What question have I answered? I'm asking you. You are making us look like we are not powerful. Meanwhile, this God that you are saying.
You think you are powerful?
I'm not saying. Yes, I am.
You are powerful?
Of course. I am.
Do you sleep?
Do I sleep?
Yes.
As in what?
Do you sleep? When time comes for you to sleep, do you
sleep? Every living being sleeps.
So
Animals also sleep. Yes.
So you sleep?
Yes, of course.
You snore?
No, I don't snore.
You don't think so?
I don't snore.
But
it's not that I don't think so. I have cameras. So, if I'm snoring, they will tell me.
All right, no problem. So when you sleep, you don't know what is going on while asleep.
What makes you think I don't know what is going on when I sleep?
Then you are not asleep. do you know sleep? When you are asleep, except that you dream, when you sleep, you go unconscious. This one is logic.
And so when you go unconscious, what happens?
That's what I'm talking about. If you are powerful, there is no way you will go unconscious. A powerful being does not go unconscious. And number two, you fall sick. You say you are powerful. God said in the Quran, that we created man fragile. You are too fragile that small pompo. You see, kaka. Do you know kaka? Has kaka affected you before? That is why you are talking like this. If you have kaka. If once mpompo. I have one. When I was school prefect in secondary school, my assistant, he used to punish the juniors a lot. See, when he does that, once you see that you have boil here, the next time this one will go, you see another one. The next one you see him walking like this. Always he is fighting these things. Now, What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that if Maame Grace, you feel like a hard, severe stomach ache or headache, or you have a problem on you like this, you will understand that you are powerless. You are not all powerful. If you are powerful, you will not experience illness, you will not sleep. If you are powerful, you will not even feel angry to go and find food to eat. And if you are angry, if you are powerful, you will not even die. I was going to go there.
But Muhammad did all these things. He went through all this. He died.
So nobody said Muhammad is powerful.
He was. Me, I am powerful.
No, Muhammad is not. Muhammad is just a normal human being. He said, I said, Kul inni ana basharun mithlukum.
Because
God said,
you see, God's word that he gave to Muhammad,
yes,
is in Quran. If you place the Quran here, all the things you are dispersing, the energy, the life, the light you are bringing out to mankind, talking to them, the Quran cannot do it without you.
Have you read the Quran? Have you read the Quran?
Quran talk?
The Quran didn't come down as a book. You see, this is a book. The Quran didn't come down as a book. Okay, the Quran came, it is words.
Through a human being. Through a human being.
Yes. And that human being, wait. The human being, as he was talking, it was not pages that were
words.
And the words, or kind, and then it was put in a paper. And the paper now, then was not interested, I didn't need a paper, no. Quran and a paper, no. Quran no we trim or yakuma. Say me trim.
I want more trim. And any trim in the war.
Of course.
So if you are not powerful, the Quran becomes useless.
If
because you don't get it. Do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth?
The fact that I learn your language. Whatever you teach me, I learn. And I'm repeating it. And I'm interpreting it. And I'm experiencing it the way you explain it to me. It doesn't make me powerful. The one that is powerful is the one that created me and created the language I am speaking. It's the one that I'm speaking about power here. Okay. Now, let me just proceed because before time.
Our time is almost. So we'll put everything together. Yes. I won't ask anything.
Some people who don't want to worship God, this time is very small for my topic.
Don't worry. You go ahead. Okay. I'm not saying anything.
People who think worshippers, we don't have to worship, say again that worshippers are backwards and dumb. They think that if you are worshiping, you are not using common sense. I said, no, look, maybe you are looking at it one-sided. If you've heard of or if you know Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer, nobody with sane mind will say Muhammad Ali was a dumb person. He was one of the most intelligent sportsmen in the history of men. And Muhammad Ali was a religious person. And some people say that I don't want, because of the time, I don't want to give more examples. Now, another example is that, look, some say that if you are religious, your confidence is taken from you, you become a coward. Who told you that? Look at a religious person, another devout religious person, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Today, over 90% of the youth, not of Burkina Faso, the youth of Africa, in Africa, are praising Ibrahim Traore for his braveness, that he is the most brave president Africa has ever had. This is what they are talking about him. Number two, they are saying that he's smart. Now, he is brave enough to take Burkina Faso from the Westerners. This thing that Ibrahim Traore is doing and is being praised for, do you think it's cowardice? No, he is very brave and he is smart, he is intelligent, yet he is a devout Muslim. Now,
but he didn't give you 2 days holidays. Did he give you 2 days holidays?
Ibrahim Traore.
Muhammad did.
Ibrahim Traore is not a president. Ibrahim Traore is not a president of Ghana. This question, he's not a president of Ghana.
But there are Muslims there, and he's a Muslim.
Giving 2 days holiday or 10 days holiday doesn't make you a devout Muslim or whatever.
You
can even have half a day holiday.
Continue your topic logically.
Do you know that on Friday?
You are really making logic things.
Yeah, on Friday. Thank you.
Logical words.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for acknowledging
that. You believe that?
You see. What I said, you agree with me logically that Ibrahim Traore is not a coward, and you agree with me he's not dumb. You will also agree with me that Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer and the most wisest boxer, as people say, he was not dumb and he was very brave, yet he is religious. People say that if you are religious, then you cannot achieve anything.
Oh, who said that?
Oh, a lot of people say it.
Okay.
Like I said, I've heard it. You see, I quit the university myself. I'm not a graduate. I quit the university. You know why? Because I wanted to stay out of the box, as people say. I wanted to think out of the box. That is what it was not due to financial, and it isn't because I was dumb. Oh, I was a school prefect, I got government scholarship and all that. But I quit because when you bring me books, when I was reading psychology, you bring me books to read, I look at the book and I was like, this knowledge is not what I'm looking for. Then I begin to read on myself. I begin to learn by my own. This is self-confidence. This is what, of course. And this is what.
There was no God. You were doing all that. You made all
of
those
course,
decisions.
God gave me my eyes. He gave me my.
So those who don't
any
have
faculty,
eyes, God gave you blindness.
Wait.
So tell them that
in Islam.
That one there, yeah, Maame mistake.
No, not Maame mistake. In Islam, the prophet said, if God tests you with your eyes, meaning if God created you without sight, and you are patient with it, God will replace it with heaven for you. So you are guaranteed. A blind worshipper, a blind man who patiently worships and accepts that this is the test from Allah, that blind man, according to Islam, is guaranteed heaven more than myself.
Control your emotions. It's a good word.
Good. So what I'm saying is that when I used all those faculties to think that the university or the certificate cannot lead me to where they promise that it is the sole thing that will make me successful, I said no, then I quit. I quit university before I started writing books, and I've written 4 books. I've sold my own books.
With your mind?
Yes, with my mind. And I'm telling you, will you say I am dumb? No. Will you say I am coward? No. I am achieving what I'm achieving. I am not coward, but I'm a religious person. So the point I'm making is that religion doesn't take away your confidence as people think. Religion doesn't make you coward, and religion doesn't take anything from you. Mo Salah is a professional footballer. Mo Salah is a successful footballer. He has done many philanthropical works, and he's a devout Muslim. Sadio Mane is a successful
footballer. Should we mention those who are not also religious and they are being...
Of course. So it has nothing to do with you being a religious or not being a religious. I'm not saying that religion will make you successful. I'm only saying combating people who are saying that if you are religious, you will be weak, you will be dumb, you will be lazy, you cannot do anything. I'm saying that I have heard it. Now, if you are religious, you can be whoever you want to be. If you are not religious, you can be whoever you want to be. That one is dependent on your self-discipline. I have made the same statement. If you look at my book, I said, even in my book, that I hate to go to school, but I love to support people to school. This is one of my statements. And I say, why? Because I think my brain is bigger than the classroom. But if I establish a company like this one, I need people with certificate. I need people with accounting knowledge to come and run the business for me. And they need to go to school. So the fact that I think I don't belong to a religion doesn't make the religious people dumb people, lazy people, and backward people. Again, some people think if you are in a religion, then you are backwards, like I said. In religion, we have...
Who said that anyways?
In fact, I cannot mention names. I cannot mention it. But I've been hearing it all over social media. So my point I'm making is that, number one, religious people are not dumb people. If you are disciplined, you are disciplined. You can do with or without religion. So religion doesn't take anything from it. It is up to you. Now, especially in Islam, you will not go somewhere and the imam will tell you, hey, God said I should tell you this, so do this. If the imam says something and it is out of this Quran, that imam will not be followed anymore anywhere. No imam can come and tell you that I had an encounter with God yesterday. As a matter of fact, I saw one gentleman, young guy, who put a Bible in his armpit like this. He came and said, God called me. He said, God called you. I wanted to see his logic. He said, God called you. He said, yes. Okay. When God was calling you, where were you? He said, I was in my room. In your room. So God came to your room. He said, yes. Did you offer him seat? He said, God sat on my bed. God sat on your bed. He said, okay. I said, yeah. So if God sat on your bed, what was the color of God? He then said, for that one, I didn't see it well. Since that day, I didn't see the guy again. So according to Islam, nobody, even you cannot go to somebody who calls himself Malam, those who put the big jalabia and with some cap and some, tasbih on their neck, around their neck, and they are like, they sit down to do this, let me look into your future, look into your palm, let me do this. All these people are not following the Quran, they are not following the tradition of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Of course. Which is where people get a religion like Islam. Islam is the most practical religion you can ever find. Why am I saying this? You can't find one practical advice from Islam which is wrong. If Islam tells you, don't take alcohol. This is, you say Islam is taking away my confidence. A guy met me in my community and asked me, Alaji, salam alaikum, I said, wa alaikum salam. Afterwards, he asked me, Alaji Mpacho, I want to know, Hena Biabao. I said, oh no, you are asking the wrong guy. You cannot come and ask me Biaba. See, a month or two later, I saw this guy. He became the description of Kwakwanance's children. You know, when we listen to Kwakwanance's story, he became the description of Nakohia, Atikenkele, Afuduchi. You know Afuduchi? Afuduchi. You know Atikenkele. This person became just the description of all the children of Kwakwanance. Of course! And this thing I'm saying is logical, isn't it? Because this person came, he didn't have legs again, except some thin, lean this thing. And then his stomach was like this. And then his neck and his head was like this. So he's all because of this alcohol. So God said, and they are asking you about wine in the Quran. God said to Prophet Muhammad, that they are asking you about wine. That how is it, this alcohol? Tell them that in it there is just as insignificant. The benefit in it is very small, but there is more danger in taking alcohol. And today it is true. Those who take alcohol, you see them when they take alcohol. What happens? It twists their mind, and they do things that are not according to normality.
So we are saying. Almost, so you put all your message together in 3 minutes and add all your social media together.
All right. Thank you very much again. Though I didn't get enough time to exhaust everything I brought, but in fact, I will say that it's good that the interaction was very, very welcoming. And I love your composure, everything. I love it. In fact, the way you question me, I wish you could question me more. I like your questions.
I should question you more.
Yeah.
So some of your people will get uncomfortable like you did. You see, when you come here, yes. Since you came here, you've known that we are all learning. Nobody is putting gun on anybody's head. I don't know when they sit out there. I don't know what they feel or what they see. I don't know.
It's wrong.
We are Africans who are trying to figure our way out.
Let me use this platform. Let me use this platform to advise all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there who are watching us now that Islam has nothing to do with violence.
Are you
As a matter of fact, in the Quran, Allah said, if you kill one innocent man, it is as if you kill the entire humanity. And if you save one single man, it is as if you save the entire humanity. This is Islam. So I am using this to tell, this opportunity to tell my Muslim brothers and sisters that Islam has nothing to do with violence. Please, let's not be violent. You heard from the tradition of the Prophet, Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. When he was escorting an old woman to his place, he took, now Prophet carrying this firewood and leading the woman. The woman didn't know the nature of the Prophet. He heard about him, that there is some man who has come. He's saying that all our gods are rubbish. We should put them all aside and worship one God. This woman was just insulting the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He was like, Abranti biaba, nisubanye, ude usubanye, enkodi na chiwate. Sa branti bi na o se o de Muhammad no o yira manfo o manfo jai o nananom som no entimi nkodi na chiwa say do see ni papa de kasa why the prophet was leading her and she was going towards her home. When they got to the home, the prophet put down the firewood and asked the woman gently that mpacho anibia Muhammad na o kala sem unim no una be hunana ase minim no mpo mempena nimkura hwe. Say okay, and they say only me there, me only me namno, me namino. Say oh, is that you? Then ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Then I bear witness.
Bear them witness.
He said I bear witness that Allah is the only true God to be worshipped, and you are His servant and His messenger. Because of the character. No, I'm not converting you.
Me, you can't. Don't be worried.
No, we.
There is one commenter I saw. Or say, Mami Grace has absorbed so many bad things about Islam. Or say Islam no kura on Jintu.
No, it's not Mami Grace. Look, those people should know. It is not Mami Grace. Allah has told us that it is not for you to convert anybody. It is not for you to even convince anybody. Yours is to relay the message. Even the prophet, his uncle who took care of him, protected him, even when he brought Islam. When he brought Islam to the people of Makkah, he said, this is what God says. People wanted to fight him, wanted to kill him, wanted to... it was his uncle who protected him from all these people. The uncle didn't become a Muslim. He was advising the uncle to become a Muslim. Then Allah told him that, Innaka la tahdi man ahbabta. It is not for you to guide whom you will. The guidance comes from Allah. So your guidance will come from God. It's not from me.
Okay, so to finalize everything and let's go. You were advising them how they should be careful.
Of course, that's what I was saying.
Alone.
So
tell them.
What I'm saying is not about living just Maame Grace alone. It's about, if you are a Muslim, then you have to be a Muslim. And a Muslim, the first stage is to be a Muslim. The second stage is to be a believer. A believer is someone who goes according to the orders of Allah. And the third stage is to become a muhsin. Muhsin is when you are so calm, so gentle, so powerful, unique that when people come close to you, they look at you, they don't even want to commit sin because they're shy in front of you, if you're a true Muslim. So true Muslim should learn this and behave accordingly. Okay. Like I said, in conclusion, religion doesn't make you coward. Religion doesn't make you lazy. Religion doesn't take away your confidence. You can be religious and still achieve whatever you want to achieve. Again, I want everybody to agree that there is a creator who is more powerful than anything else. He is the one that we sourced from. He's the one that gave us life, created life. And if it is Allah who created us, owns our life, then it's more logical to use our lives to serve him than to say we will not serve him. I think I am hoping to get another opportunity here or elsewhere to still go further. I think I have to even write a book on this because it's a very interesting topic that people need to know a lot about. And you said my social media? Of course, I'm not regular on YouTube, but I do have a Facebook page, which is 3MV. 3MV, if you look at my book, it is My Mission, My Vision.
Show it to the camera.
If you look at this book, I am the author of this book, and the title is My Mission, My Vision. So if you put it together, I have 3MV. So this 3MV is found on my Facebook page. You see 3MV Consult. If you go to 3MV on Facebook, that is the page I have. That is where you find most of my works. And like I said, people who are looking for me can invite me to their schools, offices. I do programming even at the hospitals for hospital staff on self-discovery, entrepreneurship, and self-development. Thank you all very much for your time.
You agree that we will all not be in one lane?
Of course.
Earlier.
Of course.
And you are going to talk to them about self-discovery and all that. Yeah. Leave all those books and preach Quran to them. Because that is where God dwells. Because according to you, we cannot create any. So don't waste our time with your created book. Use Quran and preach to all these
Do you know I use the Quran to write this book?
You are writing a book out of Quran.
The Quran gave me confidence that I can write a book.
Okay. So Abusia, the Muslims, give me the book. Let me show you to them.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. So you, the Muslims, you should go and buy it and support him.
It's not just for Muslims, it's for everybody.
It's for you.
It's not an Islamic book. It's a self-discovery.
I'm telling you, it's your people. You wrote it out of Quran. What are we Christians have to do with it?
Quran gave me confidence.
All the Muslim youth, please buy one and support your brother. And this is what you need to do. And not about killing me, because you can't kill me. Oh yeah. Forget. Again, here we ask questions. And to balance your emotions. Some of your people are too emotional. They almost go through traumas, almost go through now they are better until who can came, they are coming after you. We don't do that here. Ma when him here kakra, wade awu yenimu. Nothing here, here we ask questions. A educational platform. We are not playing any adverts. So when you sit here, we will ask you questions like we've asked your brother. And if I will be to make tuba me mindset na be okay say mpese me tuba enye ni obi abeye wa hanom na be ma fa Yesu ana me tuba so wo dream so Christian Muslim ni ba hanom am e na lawu again efe na de Muslim papa ba ha afe na de Muslim papa ba ha obi a wo ho akwanya ye de mo obi opportunity because we believe in time. So think and believe in time as well and stop killing and make sure your emotions are balanced as a Muslim. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming, brother. Some of us say fan in bra life and I'm be some questions. You write it in the comment section. Me de beba na mo bisa no mo personal questions. Shalom. Peace.